Hello everyone, to all the 37 of you loyal viewers. I just hope you're enjoying this three-part series and all the individual snippets that we've made only for you. I just have a request from you again. Don't forget to comment if you think we are right, if you think we are wrong. Cricket is a game of opinions and we really want to know yours. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon because we want you to gain access to our videos really as soon as possible. Thank you.
खिलाड़ी वाह वाह जियो खिलाड़ी वाह वाह
So, in our final poll in the round of 16 was Ambrose versus Imran Khan. Now, again, a battle of uh, between the West Indies and the Pakistanis. Again, Imran Khan, a great all-rounder, and what he has meant for his country even after finishing the game. Now that he's PM. So again, it just shows you the kind of impact that cricket has, especially in countries like ours. Where the cricketers just become superstars. Even outside the game, they can have so much influence. Like I think Virat Kohli maybe is the most powerful person in India. And like when the scandal happened with the Aussies, they said that the captain is the second most important person after the prime minister. So really, these kind of players bring that up. So what do you guys think about this battle?
I think. Look, if I was facing Curtly Ambrose and I saw that stare that he would give after he'd send one whistling past your nose, I'll be like, "Thanks, boys." I put the bat under my arm. I say, "I'm retiring. I'm off. I'm walking off." Just pure scary. And again, just didn't look like he was trying too hard. I felt when he was running in and bowling, but just how quick, how quick he was, and you get that ball to rear up off the length so awkwardly. And again, I was able to watch him when I was quite young in that tour of England that the West Indies had in 2000, and poor England boys couldn't touch it. And how old was Ambrose then? Was he in his mid-30s or something? Still absolutely on fire. So his longevity and how good he was able to maintain his consistency. He took over 400 wickets at an average of 20 in nearly 100 tests. That's superhuman stuff.
That's incredible, yeah.
Oh, it's unbelievable. I wouldn't want to face him, that's for sure. I feel sorry for the batsman who had to.
And of course, I think he had that great spell against the Aussies, right? Like where he just
7 for 1
on a roll.
Yeah. That ball he got Border with, poor Alan Border. Imagine getting that first up. It's gone, middle leg stump, nipped away, hit about the shoulder of the bat, caught the keeper. It's just, you can't get much better than that. It's top quality.
Didn't him and Steve Waugh have a big him and Steve Waugh have a bit of a tussle? Yeah. Steve Waugh and Ambrose.
That's why I got so much respect for Steve Waugh, honestly. Steve Waugh to face up to that, face up next ball, cop a hit, doesn't matter. I'm going to get forward to the next ball if it's pitched up. And it just goes to show how good Steve Waugh was and those plays around that time, because you had to face those bowlers and who were just after your head, really. I didn't care if they hurt you back then. Honestly, they wanted to. Different times.
Yeah, two of the greatest cricketers of all time. Because I'm a bit of a nerd, I've always been annoyed that there's no stat that can accurately measure how good an all-rounder is. And with not all that sophisticated maths, I came up with the formula once and plugged everyone's name into it. And just on stats, that Imran Khan came out as the number one all-rounder of all time, according to my primitive maths. But what was it? Batting average about 37, bowling average of 23, just unbelievable. But Curtly Ambrose, I said before, Malcolm Marshall may well be the best. I saw him right at the end of his career when I was very young. But from being watching as a sort of a little bit older than that, no one can touch Ambrose. And that Steve Waugh confrontation with him in 95 was on the back of the 92-93 series in Australia, where I haven't checked this, but I've heard it said, and I'm pretty sure it's true. Steve Waugh batted at 3 in that series, played all 5 test matches and didn't hit a single boundary off Ambrose in the entire series. That's how good Curtly Ambrose was. And when he took that 7 for 1, that was after Australia had lost by 2 runs in the previous test match at Adelaide, which would have given Australia the first victory over the West Indies in a series in generation. And then it was 1-1 coming into Perth. And it was like, Australia, we should have taken a leaf out of the book of every other country in the world and started doctoring pitches, but we produced a fast, bouncing pitch in Perth, like naive idiots that we are. and Ambrose took 7 for 1 and blew us away. So yeah, if I had to pick of all of these guys, and I've probably said this about 5 of them, but maybe Ambrose is the number 1 for me.
It's hard. It's impossible to pick. Honestly, I completely understand it, mate. It's so difficult. You're all great.
I think you're spot on with saying just scary for Curtly Ambrose, isn't it? It's the amount of times he just kind of looks down at people. Yeah. I mean, I'm not the tallest guy, but he would absolutely tower down at me if I would bat him. And again, yeah, Imran Khan, probably a player a little bit before my time. But the fact, going on to become a prime minister, to me, that's inconceivable. Yeah. And yeah, I think the only kind of England player that I think about who could have, has that kind of statesmanship about him, that's what I was trying to say, would be Andrew Strauss. And you could imagine him being a prime minister. But I thought I'd just put it back to the Aussies and say who of their motley crew.
David Warner.
David Warner, excellent.
I was going to say that too. David Warner. Yeah.
Gets your vote, excellent.
Knowing our standard of politicians, he'd probably be an improvement. But actually, one thing I remember about reading about Alan Border when he was facing Imran Khan when he first started playing, that he said that he would leave balls that Imran Khan bowled and they would hit him in the back. And he's like, how is the ball moving so much? I go to leave it go and it's hitting me in the back. This guy's unbelievable.
Yeah, just had that presence, didn't he? He was an incredible leader. And you know what? That's translated into the political side of things as well as a result, leading Pakistan in the one-day format to that 92 World Cup, and just the presence he had on the field. The greatest players always had that presence, when they stepped out on the field, that something special was going to happen. He was one of them.
Yeah, and whenever I hear interviews of, Wasim Akram or Waqar Yunus, they always mention Imran Khan and, how they were groomed by him in a system that, maybe was not that conducive. He made sure that he was going to groom these fast bowlers to take Pakistan cricket forward. But unfortunately, the Prime Minister couldn't win this poll, and Ambrose took it by, getting 82% of the votes. Again, the sheer average that Ambrose had over his career was just amazing.
Hey!